as we move from the Uluguru Forest Mountains, I would like to take you to the coast of Tanzanian Ocean and meet our Seaweed Queen, Nancy.
Thank you so much, Mr. Forestman. I would now like to take you deep down to the Indian Ocean. How many people here can dive? I see I have some company, but not so many. So if you have never dived, you are in for a treat. Sit back, relax, as I take you through. I want to tell you a story. I want to tell you a story about a girl. So this girl was born in a coastal city, but her parents never took her to the ocean, and she was a non-swimmer. And when we see from the community where this girl comes from, the ocean is seen as a place of fear, a place where sharks can eat you, a place where girls are not supposed to go into the ocean because how can a girl work in the ocean, and especially an African girl? But little did she know that this girl, she will one day grow up to become one of the leading guiding forces shaping our Africa's new futures today. And 80 years ago, this girl's life turns around. And she got an opportunity to be on board an ocean cruise, which completely changed her mindset on how she started to see the ocean. She started to see the ocean differently. And she started to ask herself, there is definitely more than what the eyes can see. That motivated her to pursue Masters in Marine Conservation. And as she was studying, another reality hit, that the people closest to the coast of the ocean in our community are the ones who are contributing least in protecting the ecosystem. So 4 years ago, in 2021, through Action for Ocean and other partners, including Seaweed Family Foundation, this girl transformed from being a non-swimmer to the first female Tanzanian dive master. And this girl, she went back to her organization and started a program, an ocean access program, by mobilizing other partners' support. And they're now supporting other locals by providing fully funded scuba training to locals to enable marine conservation, to make sure that marine conservation is locally led and the people who are living closest to the coast are the ones leading our blue's future. That girl is me. Maybe you figure. And the goal is to be able to certify 100 dive masters by 2030. And this is how the future looks like. So far, we have been able to certify over 40 locals with scuba diving certifications. We have certified 6 dive masters, and we have certified 4 instructors. We have even established a dive center in the southern coast of Tanzania, first locally led dive center. And I want to spotlight this girl with Husna. She has even surpassed me. She's the first female dive instructor in Tanzania. So for those who want to come in Tanzania, Husna will be the one certifying you to make sure that you overcome your fear of water. This is a program close to my heart, and I call upon more support and partnership to make sure that marine conservation is locally led and their faces look like this. Now enough with myself. Now I want you to take you deeper into the community I'm working with. This is Mama Asha, and this is the southern coast of Tanzania called Kilwa. Just as the way you wake up in the morning and head to the office, Mama Asha wakes up every morning and head to the ocean to tend for her seaweed farm. You might wonder, why seaweed? What's the big deal with seaweed? Or maybe, why am I called the Seaweed Queen? By the way, I'm called the Seaweed Queen because that name was granted for me from the United Republic of Social Media. It's a story for another day. But seaweed, it's a nutritious superpower marine plant that grows in the ocean. It requires no land, it requires no fertilizer, it requires no fresh water. It grows naturally into the ocean. And Tanzania, where I come from, is the largest producer of seaweed in Africa and the third globally. And here is another fact. About 30,000 women living along the coast are depending on seaweed as their source of income. For them, it's not just a crop. For them, it's a livelihood. And also, seaweed farming is the fastest growing blue economy sector in the country currently. It is growing fast from the north of Tanga to the southern of Mtwara. So tell me, is seaweed not investable? Seaweed is what allows Mama Asha to put the food in the table, to take their kids to school, but also to have dignified income. And at Action for Ocean, we have a unique innovation to help women like Mama Asha. We have a unique crafted CLEAR model. CLEAR stands for Coastal Livelihood Entrepreneurship, Resilience and Adaptation, in which it is acknowledging the current changing conditions of climate change that is affecting the seaweed production. For women like Mama Asha, every failed harvest that is caused with causes like climate change, it is one step closer to poverty. And what does this mean? This means not be able to put food on the table, not be able to take their children to school, and not be able to become economic independent. So at Action for Ocean, our dream is clear. We want to empower 25,000 women seaweed farmers by 2030. And we know that we can have your support. 25,000 farmers is equivalent to more than 80% of all seaweed farmers in Tanzania. And our model is proving that it is working. So my call for action is, when we invest in women, the whole community thrives. And I want to show you from the other slides. This is what we can do with seaweed. It is more than this. Seaweed can be used as nutritious food. It can be used as fertilizer, biostimulants. It's being tested for different bioplastics, and the innovations are enormous. And the intervention which Action for Ocean has is that it links these women to markets and also financial inclusion. So we have strong partnerships with off-takers in which these women are ensured of markets and income. Now enough of women. I want to shift to the men. I can see some of the men are not happy. Here is your slide. Please smile. We have shifted to the men. So what do you see in this photo? Because the time has gone, I wanted you to reflect and give you an answer. I'm seeing a wooden boat that is sailing in the Indian Ocean, that is the ocean where we are working with. And in each boat, there are what we refer as blue heroes at Action for Ocean. These are the fishermen. What are they doing here? These are the fishermen heading to the sea. And each man which you see in the boat carries hope. They carry hope that they will return home with enough catch for food. They will return home with enough catch to make a decent income. But they go to the sea, and then the hope meets harsh reality. The reality is there is overfishing and the stocks are degrading. What's happening when it reaches in the evening after the whole day in the sea, they return home empty-handed. Their journeys are longer and their catches are smaller, not having economic sense. And this is where we come in at Action for Ocean. At Action for Ocean, we champion community-led fisheries management by collaborating with the fishers in approximately 100 villages currently, in making sure that we are creating no-take zones where fish can replenish, but also co-designing bylaws to ensure that they have governance structures to make sure that the ocean sustains for the future generation, but also capacitating them to make sure that the ecosystems such as mangroves, coral reefs, and seagrasses are restored, working hand in hand with them. The results are enormous. From the villages that we are working with, we are seeing increase of fish, and we are seeing hope being restored, and we are seeing smiles of the fishermen coming back again, but we are yet to meet more fishermen. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to finish by saying that these are the true guardians whose voices are often overlooked. And I invite you today to support more dive masters like myself, to support more women like Mama Asha, and to support more fishermen to create healthy communities and healthy oceans, because they go hand in hand. Thank you. And now I would like to close our first part by saying that, remember when I started with the superheroes? I want to argue that not all superheroes wear costumes, not all superheroes wear hats. Some superheroes are Forestman with the commitment of
protecting the lines of the world.
And some superheroes are the Seaweed Queen with the hope that marine conservation and livelihood empowerment are inseparable. And together we believe when the green thrives and the blue thrives, so do we. We forgot his line, but yes, so do we. We all thrive. Thank you so much.
In our next session, we are in front of you, you see some colors and the papers. Those papers are recycled papers. As Tengeneza Generation, we apply to produce the recycled papers as one of our initiatives to reduce deforestation in our communities. The illustration has stories of our communities, from the ocean to the forest. You can use any illustration to paint. And also we want you to network during the painting. We like that trust, you can be able to talk to one another. Yes, you can talk to most of us. No? Okay. You can use the colors in front of you.
And as you color, you can think about whom superhero did you admire while growing up and why? And you can discuss that with one another. We are taking you back from when you were a child.
The illustration with a woman, it represents the Uluguru community where I work. Uluguru community is led by women. Women are the ones who are choosing the leaders. That's traditional, they are the ones who are choosing the leaders. The forest which you have, the Uluguru forest, which is the word carbon sink, as it reduces the climate crisis.
And for those who are coloring a picture with a girl, it's a marine conservation. That is how the world looks like with the story which I was telling you initially. And you can see sea turtles, you can see dolphins, and you can see other ecosystems in which this girl works with almost every day of her life.
And behind the illustrations, there's some quotation from African proverbs.